wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
So the UTEP Miners offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on third down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Chanticleers want to pick up the tempo.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might.
It's a running room. Touchdown, Chanticleer. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Getting that push, they pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows. Really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. And the Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Cherry. him, but it'll be enough for a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
The Miners will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the air, it's Cherry. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Miners will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you can tell they caught up with them to force the fumble.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got him. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Uncorks it. Right on the money. Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. And the shot to clears are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not putting him in play.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing fast, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They really need to find a way to punch back on this drive, already down 14. Picks his way and gets 4 after the 27. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Might as well stick with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The Miners have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Snagged in the middle, it's Gore. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside. Take advantage of it and make big plays.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys
converts on 4th down, still going. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They're going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Gore. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive, it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
This is hardly a surprise after converting their first 2 4th down attempts. They'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Bunch formation for these receivers. Here's the handoff. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The shot that clears will send out the punt unit. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Miners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Cherry. Using the quick game. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, we know that when the quarterback's throwing out-breaking routes, timing has to be so critical and important. When the target turns around, the ball's got to be right there, and we just didn't see it on that play.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the shot to clear is decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat-type first half, or as they call it here, just another typical Boca Raton Bowl.
shot that clears will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability.
Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Scanning the field, it's Cherry. Got a man, it's Upshaw. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Man, he had to get rid of that thing. I don't even think he had time to find the laces, but he picks up the first down.
Yeah, that's a great job. You know, third and short, the defense is bringing pressure. He sees the pressure, gets the football out, and gets just enough for the first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. Give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Caught over the middle. It's Gore. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum, get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Right on the money. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Cherry. Finds a spot in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Gore. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
With the run on 1st and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Big fella moving. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He did get that extra point. Through the slippery surface, no problem. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. He'll keep it himself, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the shot to clears want to crank the tempo.
Really nice job on the defense, shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Creates a little room. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The shot that clears, come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Callow. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return.
Well, we know these were slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. There he goes! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the ground, he's got it again. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Give to the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. Then he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Cherry. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Chanticleers want to move quickly.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's stopped. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the move. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. Using his legs, it's Karapateas. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Coastal!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Cherry. Catch in the middle, it's Gore.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. Defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
Quarterback on the keeper. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, and also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now, if they can get a stop on this 3rd and 10, expect an immediate timeout. He'll keep it himself. Finding an escape route. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And how about about that? On 3rd and long, I think everybody in this place thinking pass, right? Drop back and play pass. Well, who has the quarterback? Like, a lot of times in these man-to-man, 3rd down and long situations, nobody has him. Look at that. Runs the option to perfection, keeps the football, and gets the 1st down.
And some room to work.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes.